It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin live podcast. I am your host, Kaylin John Louis, and I hope everyone has had an awesome Sunday. Today has been very relaxing for me, so I hope everybody has enjoyed just watching TV, whether you had things to do, if you went to church. I just hope you had a great Sunday and were able to enjoy yourselves, whether you were with family or whether you were just by yourself. I am super duper excited to be here online with you all for another episode of this podcast. Just a reminder, please keep wearing your mask and social distancing so that everybody can be safe. I know people are getting the vaccines now, but please continue to wear your mask because we want to be able to really try to get to a normal state where we're able to be around each other and be able to commune with each other in fellowship. I also want you to know, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the KCK Inspiring Moments of Kaylin YouTube channel. On that channel, you'll be able to see past broadcasts and past episodes from this podcast. And if you ever feel like you need some encouragement, click on a video and be inspired. You can follow me on Instagram at Kaylin Cares 15, on Facebook at Kaylin's Caring Connection, and on Twitter at Kaylin Cares. Those three platforms will allow you to see posts from upcoming podcasts, upcoming events, past events, or whether we just share a post from someone to support them, because we're all about supporting others and allowing everybody's voice and everybody's ideas to be portrayed through the world, because we want to make the world a better place. So you can find all that on those platforms. And I want you to follow me on LinkedIn at Kaylin's Caring Connection so that you can connect with me for future engagements. And last but not least, please check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. On that website, you'll be able to see all things Kaylin's Caring Connection, all things Inspiring Moments with Kaylin, anything that we're doing, whether it's an event, whether you're seeing why I started Kaylin's Caring Connection or why I started Inspiring Moments with Kaylin. It's just the general information for what I do and why I do it. I am super duper glad again for being on. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Thank you for constantly supporting me. I love you all with all my heart. And I am so thankful that you continuously comment, continuously share. Without you all support, I would not be here. And without God, of course, I would not be on tonight. So I thank him and I thank you all. If you have any questions during this broadcast, I ask that you feel free to put them in the chat at any time. We want to be able to have this interactive. So if you have questions, comments, feel free, put them in the chat. We want to hear you and we want to see that you're on. Now in February, everyone who's been following and watching, you know that we started the KCK Youth Caregiver Awareness Movement to give recognition and raise awareness for caregiving youth who are taking care of disabled parents, loved ones, or sick family members. In support of this movement, I've dedicated a few episodes of my live podcast to other youth caregivers so they can come on and share their stories, because we really want them to know what my shirt says, youth care too, and that we are important, they matter, we see them, and while they care for others, we care for them. We want them to know that they are important. So I've been trying to do my best to find as many youth to be able to come on to talk about their journeys, because the more people we can have to come on, the more people can hear about youth caregivers and really what we do to help aid our loved ones. Well, one of the youth that I awarded for the Kaylin's Caring Connection Youth Caregiver Awareness Award touched my heart very deeply. She's such a kind-hearted person, and I just figured I had to have her come back on the show, because I know she was featured to be able to actually receive the award, but I really wanted her to come on and do a full show with her where she could explain her caregiving journey more in depth. She is a 14-year-old freshman who attends Rickards High School. In her free time, she enjoys simply spending time with her family. She was recently honored, like I mentioned earlier, for the KCK Youth Caregiver Award because of her amazing journey and sacrifice for her grandmother. Her name is Kalani King, and she has a kind heart and a bright smile. Welcome to the podcast, Kalani. Hi. You might be muted. Oh.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being on. It's okay. The mic's muted all the time. But thank you for joining me on the podcast. Y'all, this young lady has seen and experienced some of the firsthand challenges, joy, stress, and sacrifice it takes to care for loved ones, especially with her journey. So we're going to talk about all the things that she's been able to do with her grandmother and just her journey. So let's get into it. So Kalani,
Yes.
let's just introduce the audience. I know I mentioned it, but who do you help care for?
I have care from my grandmother. I call her, everybody calls her mom. Her name is Priscilla.
Oh, that's cool. That happens to be my mom names too. So cool there. But yes, you care for your grandmother. And what age did you start caring for her?
12, 13.
12, 13. Wow, that's pretty young for some people, because a lot of people don't even have the patience to be able to help somebody who is 18 years old, because they just want to be around people. But that is awesome. I mean, and I know that you care for your grandmother, but I want to know why do you care? What's the main reason you constantly help your grandmother?
So I love her, and people. It's just something I like to do.
Awesome. You love helping people.
Yeah.
We both the same. We both have a kind heart. I love that. I love that, because at the end of the day, if everybody takes one chance to care for somebody else in their life, it makes the world a better place. And even though she's family to you, like you said, you have a caring heart. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's commendable. And right now you're sitting here smiling. It's just so joyful. I love being able to have you on. You're so joyful, so happy. And I mean, I can tell that you genuinely care. You
Yeah.
genuinely care for others, and you just, that's why you are a youth caregiver. That's why you help your grandmother. Well, what do you want to get into more about how your journey started? When did you become or step into the role of a youth caregiver?
Well, I would help her with stuff now and then, because she can't really do. She can do stuff, but I would help her. She asked me to help, because I like to say no.
Right.
I don't like saying no to people. And
You just decided to help.
yeah, it's fine. But when she would ask me to get something, I'll get it for her. And she's very appreciative of what I do for her.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. And a lot of people don't realize, but they don't, when they think of people who care, they usually think of somebody, oh, you have to be deep in it. Like,
Yeah,
you are just describing, you just simply wanted to help her out. You
yeah,
simply want to make sure that she is okay. And that is very, very honorable. I mean, a lot of people, if somebody asks them to do something, say somebody asks them just to pick up something, for some reason people choose to show hatred towards each other right now. And I don't understand that. But just the mere fact that you are caring for her and you do certain things to help her. What are some of those things that you do around the house to make sure that she's all right?
well, I'll ask her for days when she's upset, and then sometimes clean up for her, her kitchen and her cabinets and her bathroom and stuff.
That's cool. Because
Yeah,
I know she is older in age, because she's your grandmother, but some people are able to do that. And I know that you being a caregiving youth, you've been able to, since you're older, since you know more things and you're growing up in the household, you're able to help, you're able to do certain things. And
yeah,
that's you probably did have to learn some lessons, because I mean, she's not on the level of my grandmother where she has dementia, but you're still caring for her. You still are helping her. You're making sure that she is all right. And One thing that we both probably know and others know, that when you care for people, you have those challenging moments
Yeah.
where you don't always know if the person is all right, or you're kind of leery about helping them because they may feel that they don't want to put that responsibility on you. So, what has been something that's really challenging for you that you've had to deal with your grandmother?
Well, hmm, challenge.
I know for, I can say that really good. I know for me with my grandmother, sometimes whether it's just trying to get her to calm down because she can become combative, that's a little challenging because it's like you're telling her, sit down, do certain things, but because her brain is not working as much as others, it can be challenging. So, has anything challenging, whether it's your grandma saying, "Oh, I don't want you to do something like that for me," or has there been any challenging moments that you've had to endure?
Yeah. Well, sometimes like she don't like help. She don't like to bother people. So,
Right.
but she like wants to. Just don't, like, I
Doesn't
really,
ask for it.
yeah,
There are some people like that. They don't want to have somebody to help them. That's probably just because she doesn't want you to have to wait on her. She's like, you're a kid. You should be able to grow up. I mean, that is, despite the fact that she doesn't want you to always help her, though, the fact that you can look at her and see that she needs help, or that those little things to aid her is awesome. And I want to give you a round of applause. That's really, really amazing that even if somebody, because that's one thing that you just said, the one thing about sometimes she doesn't ask for help, but you do it, that's selfless. Because a lot of people can see somebody saying, oh, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do something, and they're like, okay, I don't care, I'm not going to do anything. But the fact that you are being selfless and that you're taking that moment to just say, I'm going to help her out, I'm going to make sure she's okay, is awesome. Now, there are, like we said, there are those challenging moments. However, you also have those happy moments where you're able to do things. So, what's some happy things you like doing with your grandmother? Just some things that make you smile, that you enjoy doing with her.
well, we talk about a lot of stuff and we watch movies.
That's nice.
Uh, we play games.
That's cool. That
Yeah,
that you get to play games. Y'all having movie nights. That's pretty cool. Because I mean, even though she is progressing in age and she can't do everything, it's good that she can still be able to hang out with you. She still knows that you're there for her and
yeah,
that you are doing things to make sure that she is okay. I am just so, I'm awesome. I'm honored to have you on. You're 14. I'm 15. Age is nothing because all youth care too, youth do things. So just being able to see you, you're younger. A lot of people our age and in our generation don't take the time to help others. They're so focused on who they are and focused on their looks, or focused on how many Instagram followers I have. But to see that you're focused on helping your grandmother and you just have a caring heart, you like helping people, you like being nice to people, that is very, very awesome. That is something that other people should take into account. Other people should take that from you. And they can see you right now, seeing that you help people and you do certain things to make sure people are good. Now, I know for me, I'm not the primary caregiver of my grandmother because my mom helps me. My mom is the main person who cares for my grandmother. I just aid her like you help your mom care for your grandmother. So, have there been any complications with school or anything? You haven't had any things happen where you don't spend as much time with friends because you help for her? Has there been anything?
no,
That's good. That's really good. And I mean, I know some people say that their grades fall behind because they're there. They're always helping. They're always doing something. And
yeah,
right now, even though we're talking about your caregiving journey, of course, everybody's story is different, and
hmm,
everybody deals with things that are either harder or easier. And we see from you, you have more. You just love helping your grandmother. You just are that caring aid, which is awesome because that is commendable. That's what I know I've said that a couple times, but it just is. It's awesome to see a young person and young people to know that there are other young people in the world who actually care about somebody other
Yeah.
than themselves. That is awesome. And I'm just very, very glad that you are doing what you're doing. I am so glad that you make that active choice every day to care for her. And your grandmother probably, she may not say it a lot. And even if she does, just knowing that you're there, it's going to make an impact on her life. And by
Yeah.
you caring for her, you're learning so many skills right now. You're growing up, like I said earlier, freshman, you're going through things in high school. You're going to have to use some of these tips, whether it's coming to problem solving or helping others or solving certain things and having those hands-on times of adversity to be able to use that when you get older. So I am very, very glad that you are on. Now, I just want to ask you if you could say something to another young person who is caring for somebody, what would you say to them to encourage them to keep going?
Well, I would say that what you're doing for one is great. And there may be hard times, but you got it. And you can get through it. And there's also good times. So
That's
enjoy it if you can.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Like she said, you got this. You can keep going. You see, we both got on our Youth Care 2 t-shirts because Youth Care 2, she was able to receive one from the award. But like she said, keep going. You got this. There are going to be those good moments. There's going to be those bad moments. But the whole purpose is to keep going, keep caring, and keep loving your loved one because even if they are like Kalani's grandmother, where she's active and can still participate with her, or if she's like my grandmother, where she doesn't always remember who I am, they still love you. We still care. And Kalani, you are awesome. You rock. You're doing so many amazing things. Thank you for being on the show tonight. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for sharing. Is there anything else you want to share with anybody just about your journey or anything you want to say?
Well, no, I think
It's all right. It's all right. I thank you for being on, and you're another person. This episode 5 of Youth Caregivers talking about Kalani's story. Thank you for being on the show. It was so awesome to have you on. And to everybody who may know her, who doesn't know her, that Kalani is amazing. She's gonna keep going. We're gonna stay in contact with her because we want her to be able to get some more support, have other people that she knows to say that there are other youth caregivers like you to be able to connect with her. So thank you, Kalani. And I am so happy you were on the show. Everybody give her a round of applause. Woo! And I'm so glad that she was here. So I want to say to everyone watching, thank you so, so much for just being on. Thank you for participating, whether even if you weren't able to comment. Thank you for just viewing. Thank you for hearing me because I do this. God is my, like I say so many times, God is the reason why I'm here. I don't ever take it lightly, whether it's one person watching, whether it's 10, 15. It doesn't even, it could just be me and my mom. But thank you to everyone who watches because you have no idea how much that makes me want to keep coming on, want to keep sharing stories. I believe that God has placed me in this place to be able to highlight other caregivers for a reason, and that this is going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. So I thank you for watching. I thank you for tuning in. Please, please, please don't forget that we released the KCK Youth Care 2 t-shirts. The one I have on right now, this one happens to be the red and the gold one. And we have other colors. It's available on the website, on the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. To be able to purchase it, you must go to www.kaylinscaringconnection.shop. And once you are on there, you will be able to purchase any shirt that you want from the size small to extra large. They're available for youth and adults. So anybody you know can get a shirt, and they are $12. So we want you to know that all the proceeds from the sales are going towards helping honor other youth caregivers. And just when you purchase a shirt, you're joining our movement. Because I've said this a lot of times, and I'm going to keep saying it. It started off as a drive, but it is now a movement. We're going to keep moving along. So if you want to join our movement, our youth caregiver awareness movement, purchase your shirt, take a picture in it, and send it to us. You can post it on your social media platforms. Tag us at Kaylin's Caring Connection, because we want everybody to know the amazing things that youth are doing. And we're going to be having let me say that, shirts in all sizes. But if you happen to go past a extra large, if you go past an extra large, it will be $15 just because of the size difference. And yeah, there will be an extra. It will be $15. So $12 for shirts small through extra large. If you go past extra large, it will be $15. And yes, thank you all so much. To those who have gotten your shirts, those who haven't, just know that you're making a difference in my life. I know I come on here and I try to encourage others, but by you supporting me, you're making a difference in my life. And I am just so awesome. Kalani just said, I think what you're doing is amazing. Kalani, I thank you for being on. You are so awesome. You are so awesome. And I just want you to thank you for tuning in to another episode of the KCK Inspiring Moments with Kaylin live podcast. I hope you've gotten something out of this show tonight. I hope you have an amazing, successful week, no problems. Everything comes to fruition that you want. You all inspire me to come on here every Sunday, and I think you should do the same. Share your story, share your voice, and use it for change. I love you all, and I will be on next Sunday if the Lord says the same. Bye.